A little bit of the bubbly.
Right, guys, welcome back to Fog Wrestling. It's time for another review here, and this is only the fourth review we've done since we started doing these, and instantly I'm kind of regretting it already, man.
Yep.
Even not watching the full shows, even watching the clips on YouTube is fucking killer, man. It's like 20, 25 minutes of your life that you're never getting back. And it's not even an enjoyable 25 minutes that you'd happily give up. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking painful. And out of all these clips, I mean, you're luck. I mean. I think this is the state of wrestling, right? I remember not even that long ago, perhaps not a year, maybe it was just a year, but right, let's just say for argument's sake, we'll go 2, 3 years ago, right? I remember see the Raw clips, you'd get about 3 or 4 clips that were actually decent that you wanted to click on, and they
Yep.
actually got good views. They got like they were getting like over 1 million views. So like, see you now. I mean, there's not one clip that stands out, and I go, oh, I think that could be good. Do you know what I mean? There's some clips that you think, oh, that's probably not as shit as that one, but I mean, where's all the good stuff?
Nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. Shocking, man.
So, like that Cena Reigns promo, man. That may as well be in a fucking different. That may as well be fucking 5 decades ago in wrestling terms, because the amount, how much wrestling's changed since then to now. Jesus, yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. It's just pish, man.
Yep. There's not
I know
much more to say.
Wrestling's been utter shite since 2014, but God, I think 2016, 2017 were better years than we've got now. You know, I just think with the
Well,
brands,
obviously.
I don't know. think 2000, I think 2016, 2017 were better than 14, 15. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the past, but unfortunately, we're here to talk about the present. And we
By
kick
God.
off the show with another Randy Orton promo. So, I mean,
Oh.
really, last week with Orton, reading out a letter from Kofi's son. So, Orton made it really personal. He said he was going to go and visit their hotel room. Kofi ran backstage, obviously attacked him. Orton delivered a DDT, took out Big E. So you expect things to, progress. You expect him to up the stakes, as the closer they get to pay per view. But this week it was just a generic fucking bland promo. Or you're going to lose your title reign, Kofi, thanks to the most devastating 3 letters in the history of the business, RKO. I mean, what is that? How can you go for, getting personal, talking about the guy's son, to a generic, oh, you're going to lose to the RKO? I mean, fucking
Everything's done
shocking.
reverse. Like, they should just swap looks about.
Kofi comes out. I think this was obviously bait, because then the revival attack him. I think it's sad that Orton has sunk into the level of the revival, but look, it is what it is. Kofi with a fight back. They actually made Kofi look a bit strong here. At times he was like holding his own against the three.
I
It
mean, the
wasn't
guy's got
quite
no
Shane
build.
McMahon battering
He's no
legacy,
height.
but it was still
But,
too much.
he's a
And
McMahon.
in the end, he's allowed to do that. He wrote that shit himself. In the end, Kofi fell to the triple, should I say, triple RKO. So, you know, shit segment, fucking shit. This was
Yeah.
nowhere near as good as last week's. Not that last week's was great, but I mean, I don't know. This was
At least last week's was a bit creative.
shit.
Even though Orton was
Yeah.
standing backstage and not in the hotel lobby, but that was probably the only problem with it. But this week, I mean, what were they called? The RTKO or something? Revival? KO?
FTRKO or something. Anyway, up next we had Bailey coming out, cutting a promo on what she did on Raw. Basically said she did it for the fans, to prove that and wanted it to be a role model for kids, to show them to be loyal to your friends. Some shit along those lines. And I don't know, has there ever been a worse promo person on the main roster than Bailey? I can't think of one.
Finn Balor?
Maybe. I'd say it's close between them, but fucking Bailey's awful. I mean,
They're
so
all shite.
they haven't really. It's as if they want to turn her heel. I don't know. I wouldn't even call this a heel turn. Like, you know what I mean? Just
My best friend forever and ever.
they've just half done it. And if they were going to do a heel turn, they'd come out with a different look or something. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't come out with the same fucking, oh, you're wearing the bright colourful fucking tights and all this shit. So
I'd be like Jet
inflatable
Black.
huggers and all that crap. Do you know what I mean? So Pish and Charlotte come out, and all that overrated cunt. Um, says that at least with her, you know what you get. even though
Pish.
she's turned heel and face quite a few times as well. So don't know what she is talking about. Sasha Banks comes out. Charlotte attacks Bailey first to get the upper hand, whatever. Gets beat down. Bailey hits her with a chair. Shite chair shots, just like the chair shots on Raw. Passes the chair to Sasha Banks. Banks hits Charlotte with a chair as well, and that was it, man. They hold up their hands and they fucking celebrate as Charlotte's lying in the ring. And I mean, it's so predictable to see where they're going here. It's going to be four horsewomen. It's going to be Becky and Charlotte versus Bailey and Sasha Banks at Survivor Series. I mean, that's the two title matches at Clash of Champions. So you tell me that's not what they're going to be doing going into Survivor Series?
Yeah, I never thought
It might not
like
even
that
be a
'cause I
two.
don't care, but
It might not even be two versus two. It might be, you
3 or 4.
no. It might be, they've got 5-on-5, and both sets of two are picking all 3 people to be in their team. Could be that.
Oh, that's pish. Yeah, that's not. Oh, I don't care. I mean, they can do that if they want.
So
Yep.
is what it is.
There's not much more to say in the matter. Like.
No, pish. Speaking of 5-on-5 and tag team matches, I think it'd be cool if for a Survivor Series match, they've got like say for example Bailey and not Bailey, like Bliss and Cross, right? And say they're taking on that Fire and Desire at Survivor Series. I think it'd be cool if it was like a 5-on-5 elimination match, but the belts were on the line.
Aye.
I don't know. I just think that'd be cool.
Imagine a 5-on-5 where it's both world titles, the minor belts, the tag titles, and the women's belts. 5-on-5. I think that'd be good, and the winning.
Yeah, why can't they do that? I mean, that's never been done before. That would be like the fucking ultimate. It's like, you know what I mean? Obviously, like, you know what I mean? Like, what you do, you build, like, so you take fuck the women's tag. Take the two worlds. What would you have? Probably like the two world titles,
The IC US.
the Internet US, and then I mean, I guess you could do it like that and just do a classic 4-on-4. Do you know what I mean? And forget 5-on-5, but just like build the feuds up going into it, like, you know what I mean, for a couple months going into the Survivor Series, so it's clear to tell who's feuding with who.
They can't
and
do
then
that.
and then it's the Survivor Series. They're right. They just have the four champs versus the four fucking challengers. Whatever team wins gets the belts. I mean, they've never done that before. That would be something different. And it's not often in wrestling you can say, "Oh, that's different." I mean, because most things have been done, but that hasn't been done. And why? I don't know why it's not been done. You know what I mean, they've had the Royal Rumble, winner gets the title. So I mean, I don't know why they can't do something creative and have all the belts be on the line as the Survivor Series match. Like, you know what I mean? The last
And
time
if
they
they don't
did
want to put the women
anything
in,
similar,
just do 4-on-4. You know what I mean?
no, I don't put the women in. That would just complicate shit. I would just do 4-on-4.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
If they really want it to make it 5-on-5, I'm sure they could stick the NXT title in. Or you wouldn't stick it 24/7 because that's just a piss take.
Let's just not say that. 4-on-4 will do.
But you know, the last time they did anything like that, the 2004 one where the winning team got, I mean, why can't they do? I'm not saying do that every single year. Why can't they just do something? You know what I mean? To make it seem like there's actual stakes to the match.
Yeah. Like, why can't they
I don't
make
get it.
like the losing team? None of them can get like a title shot for like a year or something.
Yeah, but it won't have to be that every year. Do you know what I mean? They could change it up.
I know.
Like that year they were fighting the Authority. Why didn't they make it? Why didn't the Authority make it? If the team of Ziggler and Cena, whoever else was in it, if they lose, they're all fired.
I know, but they didn't because they're pish.
Right, anyway, up next.
We had a women's tag team match. What were they called? Rose and DeVille? Fire and
Fire and Desire.
Well, they were taking on the tag champs, and then literally,
Nobody
number
cares.
one,
Nobody
yeah,
fucking cares.
it's a number one contenders match against the champs, is what Corey Graves, I believe, said at the end of it, and they won. And he's like, "Oh, well, they'll be challenging." I mean, what is the point of taking on the champion, beating them, and then have a match against them for the title?
I know
You know what I mean?
you've just went and shown that the champions can be beaten.
Oh, but I wasn't ready
I
because
mean,
the title wasn't on the line. No.
imagine that. Imagine Klitschko and Fury fought first, and it was non-title, and it was like Klitschko's like, "Aye, Fury, if you beat me in a non-title match, I'll give you a title match." It's not fucking how things work. It's never worked
I
like that.
know. Right, and
I mean,
anyway,
it should be the number one versus number two, and whoever wins gets a shot at the champ. But
the
you know,
less said here, the better. We had Samoa Joe cutting a promo on King of the Ring. If you've heard one Samoa Joe promo, you've heard them all. Then we had Gable against Andre. What did you make of that match?
both fucking jobbers. I mean, Andre came in, and I think people were making it, oh, this is going to be the next big Mexican star. Yeah, Ray's going to put him over. Oh, he's going to be bigger than Del Rio is going to be the new Eddie Guerrero. I mean, the guy's fucking pish, irrelevant. And last week he was speaking about Destiny. That's odd. Del Rio spoke about, and this guy's speaking about Destiny. He's one step away from coming out in a car and having some Mexican guy ring announce for him. I mean, that's. I mean, we'll probably see that next week. Guy's shite.
For the second week in a row, I've wondered if I've clicked on a 205 live clip by accident, and I haven't. So, you know what I mean?
Anyway,
It's
Gable
utter
wins.
shit.
He goes into the semis. Surely this guy is not going to. I mean, see when I looked at the brackets and I see Gable, I think he's going out first round.
Yeah, not
And now he's made it to the semis. So I mean, fuck knows what's going to happen.
See the thing I don't get right. See the semis now. It's what, a triple threat, and then who?
Yeah, I think. See, I'm concerned because I thought Corbin's going to win, right?
But
So if Corbin
Elias
wins, that
in
means
as well.
Chad Gable's got to win because they're not going to have Elias versus Corbin.
they're literally the same person in terms of heels, like. So. Jesus
But
Christ! What's
so,
the other match on?
I mean, if Elias wins, Corbin can't win, right? So a Corbin win would mean Chad Gable's winning. Who else in that match? Samoa Joe and Ricochet.
Oh no, but
I think
what's the
Samoa
other one?
Joe's kind of booked like a tweener. No, that's it. That's the last. That's the semi-final as well. That's the two matches that are left.
Why, yeah, I'm a retard.
So there's 5 people left. I think Samoa Joe. I think they're trying to. I don't think you will, but I think they would maybe do Samoa Joe versus Elias. I don't think that's out the possibility. I think they'd maybe go down that route. And then obviously Ricochet versus Elias could happen. Chad Gable versus Joe could happen. And Chad Gable versus Corbin could happen. But you ain't going to get Chad Gable versus Ricochet. And you aren't going to get Corbin versus Elias. I would bet my life those two matches don't happen.
I don't think you've ever seen a
So,
worse
I mean-
King of the Ring.
No. We'll kind of... See, by the time the Raw triple threat match is over, we'll kind of know who's going to win the SmackDown one.
Not
in
that
my
I care,
opinion.
like, you know what I mean? But
Unless it's Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe's the only guy that can win that triple threat match, which would make me not convinced on who would win this. Even, no, I mean, if Samoa Joe won, I would expect Gable to win, but I could see
think-
Joe versus
I
Elias.
could see
But anyway,
Ricochet, wouldn't it, to be honest? Like, the whole thing.
well, it'll be Ricochet versus Elias then. Well, I mean, they
shit
could go
match.
with. They could go. I guess they could go with Ricochet versus Gable, but really, I mean, if they're going to cut a promo or something like that, that's just. I mean, none of them can talk.
Ricochet
You know what I mean?
316 says, I just flipped 1,000,000 times. You know what I mean? Like, well,
Right,
what
up
can he
next.
actually
What happened
say?
next?
Alistair Black against Ain't No Stopping Me. No, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin knocked on the door and he got the door slammed in his face. That's pretty much it. Alistair Black's pish. Who's going to knock next? He's begging people to knock. Guy thinks because he's got tattoos, he's a man. To be honest, he's a 5'9" midget. I don't care what he's trained in. It's just not believable, right? It's not fucking believable. You look at
He
monsters,
looks like
right?
graffiti under a bridge.
Oh, hold on, like, fucking demons, monsters, right? I'm looking at them, right? He had fucking Taker, 7 foot, 300 plus pounds.
Yep.
Kane, 7 foot, 300 plus, 300 plus
Pattern here,
pounds.
like.
Right? Gangrel, fucking big guy, 6'4", fucking about 260. Fucking, he looked like, he was
Vampire.
a unique looking fucking guy. He had the fucking teeth in and everything. You know what I mean? Gangrel didn't look like your fucking generic guy. Like, oh, see Alistair Black. People make it as if he looks different. He just looks like your NASGW for 2019. Fucking tattoo.
It looks like the kind of guy that works
He's
in
like
like a
Corey
vape
Graves.
shop. Yeah.
Aye, I mean that's not a unique look. See Alistair Black. This guy probably would have back in like the 1980s. He'd have looked different. You look at Hogan's era. You didn't see tattooed guys.
No.
I mean, so he would have looked. He would have, apart from the fact the midget, he would have stood it back then. But nowadays he doesn't stand it. But anyway, like the monster. So like, I'm just trying to think of people off the top of my head. So like Taker, Kane, Gangrel, the Abyss, big fucking 6'8", 9" guy, 350 plus pounds.
Yep.
Yep.
The boogeyman, right? He wasn't the tallest. I think he was like what 6'2", 6'3". But look at him. Look at the appeal of the guy. His fucking entrance, the worms, creepy fucker. Like, what have they done with this Alistair Black? He's a 5'9". It's like Finn Balor, you know, the demon. How can? I mean, you've got Finn Balor coming out with ribbons, and you've got Kane coming out with a burnt face mask and ripping fucking doors off its hinges. I mean, you can't compare the two. It's orange.
I know, because Finn Balor is better, like, definitely.
Aye. And Boris is worse than Hitler. But anyway, moving on. What happened next?
Nakamura beat. I've written down here Andrew Hard.
Andrew
right?
Holden or something? I don't know. Fuck it.
It
Some
doesn't-
jobber.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. It doesn't. Next, I mean, Nakamura won, but there's nothing else to say, is there? Is there, like...
See having the Viking Raiders, right, beat up two jobbers, then having that. I mean, what did that? See when this comes on, did the WWE not think people aren't clicking off? I mean,
No, but this is supposed to set up... This is supposed to further the feud between Nakamura and Miz.
yeah,
Even
but the
though-
Miz fought Cesaro on Raw and had no fucking interaction with Nakamura. And then on SmackDown, Nakamura fights this bum and has no interaction
Like,
with
why
the
wasn't
Miz
Miz on commentary or something?
because they don't care. I don't fucking know.
Ah,
They're
yeah.
pish. You tell me. And why they got Sami Zayn fucking speaking for Nakamura? I mean, if you're going to have somebody speak for a person, have them be
Someone that
good.
can speak.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
What's up? I mean,
I don't know.
Sammy's saying shit. He can't talk, but out of the whole roster, he's probably in the better half, and that just shows how shit it is.
See, to be honest, I never thought I would have said that like 2 years ago. I thought he'd been one of the worst, but yeah, I do actually think he's. But then again, I think the roster has changed considerably in the last couple of years. But yeah, I know a couple of years ago, I mean, see when like Zayn was feuding with Owens, you'd have said he was a pish mic talker.
Yeah.
But in 2019, Sami Zayn is probably he's definitely if you split the roster in half, he's definitely in the top half. Like, so, I don't know.
That's what I
So
said.
it is what it is.
Right, Elias Ali up next. King of the Ring.
Elias wins again. Ali, another guy you'd expect to be a first round casualty. Do you know what I mean? This guy should be like
Well,
Scotland at the World
you
Cup.
expect
Can
him to blow
he get out the
himself
group
up or
stage?
something?
You know what I mean? But no, I mean he gets to the quarterfinals, and puts up a good. I mean, you just look at the guy's a cruiserweight. I mean, Elias, the big guy. In real life, this fight would. No, I mean, it'd be, I don't know.
Be over in 2 minutes. Well, 10 seconds.
Fish.
I mean, it's.
I mean, it'd be like.
I just don't even know where to go with that show, man.
Be like fucking Taka Michinoku fucking going 50-50 with Bradshaw. You know, I know he went 50-50 with Triple H, but the way they worked that, so it was like they had like Funaki help him and shit, and they had like Taka use the speed to his advantage. Like the way they did that.
I mean, Ali's got
was
here on
good.
merit. Like, it's not via distractions and shit.
You know what I mean?
It's
So I don't know. Fuck me.
24/7 title shenanigans up next with the biggest amount of jobbers you'll ever see. How can the
I
biggest
mean,
amount
they've
of
killed.
jobbers be the best thing on
They've
the
killed
show?
this. See the Singh brothers. I mean, they should have left after Orton almost killed one of them. I mean, see when Orton
Orton
and
might have killed
Lesnar
both of
done it. I mean, they're just fucking irrelevant. And then you got some
Yep.
Mexicans, big, you know what I mean, rolling past on it. I mean,
I mean, it was
what is
funny,
that? I
but
mean, come on.
it's just pish. It needs to be someone who's like comedic or someone who's like that serious. It's funny, and he's just neither. Could you imagine Steve Blackman doing that? That would have been hilarious. But it wasn't.
Roll up, roll up, roll up. How many times do you see? How many times does a roll up win a match? Right? Never,
Loads,
unless someone's grabbing the tights. The only time a roll up wins a match is normally if it's a babyface, right, and the heel's not expecting it. This is 24/7 title, right? You know it's 24/7. You should be expecting roll ups.
No, it's like a finish. It is the finisher.
Like, how come no one's came up with right? I'm going to avoid this fucking roll up. Do you know what I mean? Like see when those people having feuds, like how many times they've been like, oh, you're not going to be able to lock this move on me. I've found a counter for this move. Can anybody find a counter for the roll up or a way to get the roll up or? Do you know what I mean?
I know. I mean, he loses it. Bo Dallas wins it. He wins it back, and then R-Truth disguised as like one of the King of the Ring people wins it and then runs off, and that's it.
14-time, 24/7 champion.
But should be, I mean, he should be world champ, but he's not. So, not much to say about that. There.
Unfucking believable, man.
We've got the worst storyline. Well, the one that doesn't make any sense up next. You want to dissect this? Because I'll go off on a rant if I dissect it.
Roman Reigns, fucking Eric Rowan.
Yes. You're goddamn
right. Guys,
right.
Well, you all know what happened last week. 2 weeks ago, the Daniel Bryan revealed Eric Rowan lookalike, and apparently he was the guy that was seen on camera, and he was the guy that people were blaming Ronan on. It was actually this lookalike. Then last week, Roman Reigns found footage of a guy that who appears to be Eric Rowan, and he actually went and blamed Eric Rowan, even though he knows there was an Eric Rowan lookalike. And Daniel Bryan explained it was Eric Rowan. He just looked past that because Vince McMahon decided that he was, scrapping the segment for 2 weeks ago. So this Eric Rowan lookalike no longer exists. So it's like they've just decided, fuck it, we've uploaded. We've showed this live on air, but we're just going to pretend it didn't happen. So absolutely retarded. Daniel Bryan comes out. This storyline is so bad. I don't think it can be. There's nothing that could happen that would make you think, oh, this is good, because the damage has already been done. To me, they should just finish this at Clash of Champions.
They had a chance to prove this week that there was no lookalike or something like that. The half redeem it, and they've just completely went no. They don't fix problems. They just ignore whatever happened, like Benoit. Yep. You know what I mean? That's it.
So Brian calls it. Brian calls out Roman Reigns. Reigns comes out, gets attacked by Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan batters Reigns at ringside, then gets on the mic. And I mean, Eric Rowan's not a good mic talker, but due to the fact it was the first time we heard him speak, I don't think it was that bad,
No, but doesn't save the story.
So, I mean, no, it doesn't. And then, but he batters him. Daniel Bryan comes over, slaps Eric Rowan, and then Eric Rowan choke slams him through a table, and that's it. Show goes after there. So
awful show.
I don't know what you make thought of this.
Pish.
Daniel Bryan obviously doesn't like being called a liar. I mean, I think that's the only thing I can take from this.
I mean,
he's really offended.
Like
Roman.
How's Roman Reigns, the guy that's like beat everyone in the last couple of years, supposed to job out to a guy that was part of a tag team that all spent was getting
that lost to The Rock in 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Does that mean Roman Reigns would lose to The Rock in 3 seconds?
But see, see the whole logic of like people obviously they get pushes at certain times. That makes sense to me. But see, back in the day when people got pushes at certain times, it's not like in between that they got buried. It was constant.
Yeah.
Alright. You know what I mean? Well, this is not. I mean, he's disappeared off the face of the earth just to come back and beat the guy that's fucking defeated everyone the past 5 years.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. No, it's predictable. I mean, obviously Reigns is going to win it. Clash of Champions. But
where's the go home show?
Who cares? Nah, I think there's one more week.
Aye, contract signing with Austin. At least the next show has Austin on it. That could
Can't
be
wait.
alright.
Like, I know, but look what they've done with Austin since he came back. I mean, when was the last time that? It's probably pish.
It will be pissed, but
Probably
at
just
least you
there
get
to
to see the. At least you
probably
get
just
to
there
hear the
to
pop,
plug his show.
the glass breaking.
To be honest, they're that bad. I wouldn't be surprised if Raw starts and Austin's in the ring and you don't even get to see his entrance.
Oh god. Oh no.
I don't know.
Anyway, rating out of 10.
Oh, this was bad.
I gave it a 0 last week, like, and to be honest.
No, this was worse than last week. So, I mean, this
Yeah,
was
I'm gonna-
god awful.
I'm giving it a 0 again. Like, there's just no reason to watch. You gave it a 1 last week, so.
I'm gonna give this a 0 because I thought it was worse than last week.
Shit.
And last week, I think there was like, last week you had the Orton thing. I thought, I mean, was decent, and I think was it last week? Was it the 24/7 thing, or was it no 24/7 thing last week? I don't know. There was two
last
things.
week.
I think there was two things I liked last week, and there was nothing I liked this week. So there you go, man. 0 out of 10.
What's happened to Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens? What happened to that?
Yeah, they've just totally doesn't exist. Awful.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, 0 out of 10.
Uh,
What's to
fucking-
say, like?
Hopefully Jericho finds his belt.
A little bit of the bubbly.
And until next time,
Peace.
peace.